Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome to class 6 again. So students, we have started our chapter number 1 sets and this belongs to your mathematics section. But before starting any lecture, I want to discuss something with you all. The most important thing is that from 1st February, your midterms are going to be started. Okay, I'm repeating again from 1st February 2021. Your midterms are going to be started and you have to prepare for your midterm exams. Understand? We have already posted your syllabus regarding midterms exam. I am talking about the midterm exam. So you have to prepare only those topics that are coming in midterm. Means for the preparation of midterm exams, you have to go through the syllabus of the midterm exams. Okay, I hope all of you have the syllabus of midterm exams. Understand? Okay, now obviously your midterm exams will be in person, means physically we are going to conduct your midterm exams, no online exams. Okay, I'm repeating again, no online exams. Yes, Iman Adnan, we have tell you the syllabus earlier. Okay, and students, I'm repeating again, listen, what you have to do, you have to go through the lectures again, you have to listen the lectures again, you have to prepare the topics, each and every topic, and please try to get full marks in your math section because paper is too easy. We have given you a very less midterm syllabus, so I hope you will prepare it and you get full marks. So please tell me, is it clear to all? We will share your timetable as soon as possible. Okay. Yes, paper will be of 50 marks. Okay, Alina? Is it clear? So from today, you have to prepare your midterm exams. Okay. From today, we are not going to give you any homework related to final term. We will only give you, or I will only give you learning about the midterm. Okay. Okay. Timetable has shared. That's very good. Okay. On share. First paper of math you have. Okay. That's good. Okay, fourth, first or fourth, fourth paper of math, right? And you have a separate section for algebra, geometry, and math. I will try to post a small video. Okay, listen to me. I will try to post a small video regarding your midterm paper. Okay, and so you have to watch that video. Understand? Okay, thank you, students. Should I start the lecture? Yes, tomorrow. Okay, not today, tomorrow. Okay, Alina Salman, tomorrow I will try to post a video regarding the paper. Okay, Alina, it's okay, no problem. Is it clear? Yes, definitions, you have to learn the definitions also. Okay, clear? Okay, thank you. But tomorrow, okay, not today, because you have a fourth paper, so you have enough time for the preparation. So I'm going to try to post it tomorrow. Okay. And today I will give you learning for regarding learning and practice regarding midterm exams. So you have to start practicing the midterm exams. Understand? Okay, Alina. Okay. Now let's start the lecture. Now, okay, students, what is our today's lecture content? First of all, we will do exercise number 1.1, and the only question that is left in exercise number 1.1 is question number 5. Okay, first we will learn how to solve question number 5. Then I will explain you the subset and superset. Okay, what are subset, what are superset? These are the new terms for all of you, so you have to pay full concentration. Understand? Then proper and improper subset. Okay. Okay, Ajwa. Then equality of sets. Okay, so these are the definitions that we are going to cover today, and I know all of these definitions are new to all of you. Okay, all of these definitions are new, so please pay full concentration. But let's try to look at how to solve what is your question number 5 and how will you solve it. Okay, since there is no need to share video, so I'm going to explain today's lecture with the help of slides only. Understand? So, what is your question number 5? Sort out the finite, infinite, and empty sets from the following. Means what you have to do, some different types of sets are given to you in question number 5, as you can see in your books. And from that question number 5, you have, from that sets, you have to identify what are finite set, what are infinite set, and what are empty sets. You know, infinite sets, the sets in which elements are countable. Okay, the sets in which elements are countable. If the elements are not countable, so you will see that it is an infinite set. And if no element is present in a set, so you will see that the given set is empty set. Understand? Now, look at this one. Here you have the set A, which is equals to 1, 3, 5, 7, and so on. Means, can you count the members of this element? Hmm? Can you count the members of this element? No. Why? Because here you have 1, 3, 5, 7. So these are 4 elements. But so on means you do not know how many elements are here. You don't know. So if you cannot count the members of the set, so you will say that it is an infinite set. Answer will be infinite set. Why infinite? Because you cannot count. Okay, you cannot count the numbers of the set, elements of the set. So it is an infinite set. Okay, let's look at this one. Set of divisors of 12. You know what are divisors? The number that can divide the given number 12. Now please tell me how many numbers are there that can divide 12. Can you identify how many numbers are there? Okay, let's try to find out those numbers. 12 can be divided by 1. Okay, it can be divided by 2. It can be divided by 3. It can be divided by 4. It can be divided by 6 and 12 itself. Very good, all of you. So how many divisors are there? How many divisors are there? Can you count it? 6 divisors. So you can count now. If your elements of the set are countable, if the elements of the set are countable, so what it will be? It's a finite, infinite, or empty set. Very good. For Samin, Hania, wrong answer. Hania, wrong answer. Basically, this is a finite set. Why it is a finite set? Because you can count the members. How many members are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 4, 5, and 6. So there are 6 elements. So you will say that it is a finite set. Here you cannot identify how many elements are there. That's why it is an infinite set, because it is countable. This set is countable. So you will say that this is a finite set. Now let's take another example. Now what is this example? Set of integers. Set of integers. Integers means positive plus negative numbers, means -2, -1, 0, +1, +2, and so on. Means all the negative numbers and all the positive numbers are collectively called as integers. So you will say, they are saying you that the set of integers which is neither positive nor negative, means you have to make a set of that element in which you will place no positive and no negative integer. So can you find out any element? No, you cannot find out any integer which is neither positive nor negative. So it means what it said, what this set. This set contain no element. So you will say that this is an empty set. It is an empty set. Okay, why empty set? Because there is a no number which is not a positive or negative. Understand? This is an empty set, Zen Fahim. Zen, this is an empty set. Integer means a number which contain positive and negative numbers. Okay, Lina? Now move on to the next one. Now, please tell me, can you count C is equals to A, E, I, O, U? So how many members are there? Five. How many members are there? Five. So what it will be? Which set? Finite, infinite, or empty? Finite. It's a finite. If you will count, the means you will count it here that there are 5 elements. Okay. If it is countable, so you will say that it is a finite set. Okay, it is a finite set. Why? Because you can count the numbers, you can count the elements. Okay, now the last one is set of multiples of 5. Okay, multiples means what? You have to write the multiples of 5, or simply you will have to write the table of 5. So what is the table of 5? 5 into 1 is 5, 5 into 2 is 10, 5 into 3 is 15, 5 into 4 is 20, 5 into 5 is 25. Means you will continue it, you will continue it, means it will never end. 25, 30, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, so on. Means you will continue, you will count it. Means you cannot, if you will get this dot dot dot, means you cannot count the members. Okay, if you will not count them, if you cannot count the members, so which set is this? It is an infinite set. It is an infinite set. Okay, what is an infinite set? In which you cannot count the members, and if you can count the numbers of the elements, so means it is a finite set. And if it is no set in the if it no element in the set, so you will say that the given set is an empty set. Yes, you will write it like this. Yes, you said. At the end, you will place the dot, so on. Okay, but no need to write the empty set here. You just write the what you will write here. You will simply write here the finite and infinite or empty set. Understand? Is it clear? Now I'm going to start the definitions. So let's start the first definition, which is subset and superset. No, do not do this work in copy. Okay, do not do this work in copy. Now let's start the definition, which is subset and superset. Now what is sub and super? Okay, means you are going to decide which is subset and which is superset. Understand? Now look at here. For two sets, how many sets are there? Two sets. Okay, and those sets are A and B. Okay, the name of the notation of the element of the sets are A and B. If every element of A is also an element of B, then A is the subset of B. Look at here. Just suppose here you have an example in which set A is equals to A, B, C, D. Okay, here you have a set A which contains elements A, B, C, D. Okay, and another set is contain the elements A, B, C, D. So as you can see that the every element of set A is present in set B. Okay, every element of set A is present in set B. So what you will say that this A, okay, if you are talking about this A, you will say that this A is the subset of B. Subset means it contains all the elements that are present in B. So symbolically, how will you represent it? Symbolically, it is written as in this way. Okay, now this is the symbol. Okay, this is the symbol for subset. How will you write it? Simply you will write A. A is the subset now. So you will write it like this. A is the subset. Okay, the closed face. Okay, here you have two faces, open face and closed face. So closed face at which side? So you will say that this A is the subset of this one, B. Now, as you can see, all the elements are same in both the sets. So at the same time, these sets are equal. So you will place the sign of equality here. Okay, so what does it mean if you have the closed face towards which set? So you will say that this is a subset. So you here you will read it, A is the subset of B. Okay. Now what about B? What about B? How will you, what we will say that what is a B? As you can see, it has a open faced. B has a open face. So how will you read it? A is the subset of B also means that B is a superset of A. Okay. Agar if A is the subset of B, so B is the superset. Super means superior set of A. And it will be written as in this way, means you will write here B is the superset. Superset ke liye what you will do, you will make the face open. Okay, so B is the superset of A, and both the sets have equal elements, so you will place the sign of equality here. So how will you read it? If it has closed face, so it is the subset, and it has open face, so it is the superset. Okay, now please tell me, is it clear? Subset and superset. Hmm? Subset and superset. Okay, thank you. Very good. Now move. Now next is this one, proper subset. Now subset, you have identified that if any set has closed face, so it is the subset of the given set, which is B, and all the elements of set A should be present in set B. That's why you will say that A is the subset of B. Now when you will say that the given set is a proper subset, okay, now look at here. If every element of set B, if every element, okay, every element of set B is also an element of set A, okay, if every element of set B is also an element of set A, and set A contains at least one element which is not in set B, then B is called a proper subset of A. Now first I'm going to explain it with example. Look at here. Here you have a set A which has element A, B, C, and D. Okay, how many elements are there? 4 elements. Another set is set B which has these elements A, B, and C. Okay, if we will talk about B, so B contains all those elements which is present in set A, but your set A has one extra element. Okay, your set A has one extra element. So what you will say? You will say that this B, okay, this B is a proper subset. Okay, B is the proper subset. Which subset? Proper. B is the proper subset of A. Okay, now how will you represent it? Then B is a proper subset of A, and it is denoted by B is a proper subset. Here it is a subset, so you will close the face here, and B is the proper subset of A. So you will say that B contains all the elements that are present in set A, but A contains one extra element. Okay, now as you can see here, we are not placing the sign of equality here. Why? Because elements are not same. They have different element. In set A, you have the element D, but in B, there is no element D. So you will say that this is not equal set. Okay? Is it clear? Now, please tell me, is it clear? So what you will say, B is a proper subset. Why B is a proper subset? Because B contains all the elements present in A, but A contains one different element. Or how will you read it? A is the superset of B because it has the face open. So it is a superset and it is a subset. But which subset? Proper subset. Understand? Now, move on to the next definition. Improper subset. Now what is improper subset? Improper subset and subset how somehow same. Okay, now look at here. If every element of set B, Okay, every element of set B is also an element of set A, and every element of set A is also an element of set B. Means all of them have same element. Then B is an improper subset of A. How improper subset? Look at here. If you have an elements of sets A are 1, 2, and 3, and the elements of set B are 3, 1, 2. As you can see, all the elements are same, but sequence is different. Okay, sequence is different. So what you will say, obviously it is not a proper subset. For proper subset you should have at least one different element. Here all the elements are same, all the elements are equal, or simply but the arrangement is changed. So you will say that B is an improper subset of A, or also you can say that A is an improper subset of B. Okay, you will read it in both ways. You can say that B is the improper subset of A, B is the improper subset of A, or you can say that A is the improper subset of B. Understand? It is denoted by this way. Means you can denote it in this way. Means either you can say that B is the improper subset of A, or you can say that A is the improper subset of B. As you can see here, B is the subset. Why? It has a closed face, okay, and it has the open faced. Okay, but here it has a closed face and it has open face, so you can read it in both ways. You can read it in both ways. Okay, B is the subset of A, improper subset of A, or A is the improper subset of B. Understand? Now next is the last definition, which is, yes, you have to write it in both ways. Okay, Alina? Next is equality of sets. Okay, now look at here. We can define sets in different ways. Okay, first we were defining it with the help of superset, subset, and proper subset or improper subset. Now, what does it mean by equality of sets? Two sets A and B. Again, how many sets are there? You will compare two sets here. Okay, how many sets are there? Two sets which are A and B, and they are equal. When you will say that the sets are equal, if every element of B is also an element of A, and every element of set A is also an element of set B, means your number and same type of elements are present. Just suppose if you have set A, which is equals to 2, 4, 6, and you have set B, which is equals to 4, 6, 2. So please tell me, are the sets equal or not? As you can see, elements are same. Here you have 2, 4, and 6. All the sets elements are equal. Okay, all the elements are same, all the elements are equal. So you will say that set A, or how will you write it? You will write it down in this way. You will write down A is equals to B. You will write it down, A is equals to B. Okay, means set A is equals to B. Understand? Why B come first? Where B, bete? Where is B? Every element of V is element of A, and every element of A is also an element of V. So you will say that it is an equal set. Which set? It is an equal set. Understand? Beta, this is very important because you have to attempt question number 1 of exercise 1.2 with the help of this one. Okay, so you have to understand the concept of superset, subset, improper subset, proper subset, and equality of sets. Is it clear? Hmm? Okay, now let's start the work. Beta, you can say that this is an improper subset. You can say that this is an improper subset as well as this is an equal set. Okay, it is an improper subset. It is an improper subset as well. Also, it is an equal set. Okay. Okay, Iman, I will try to explain it at the end of the lecture. Now, open your copies. We are going to start our classwork. So what you have to do first, you have to open the index page and you have to write down the index in arithmetic copy. So this is your today's index. So kindly write it down in your copy. This is your today's index. Kindly write it down in your copy. And those students who have missed yesterday class, kindly write down the previous index also. And class, please share your videos. You may start your videos. This is not your geometry work. Yes, this is not geometry work. This is arithmetic work. So you have to write it down in math copy. Okay. And kindly turn your videos on so that I can see how are you writing the index. Okay, very good. Alina, just give me a minute, Alina. Okay, Alina, I'm going to check your just a minute, students. Students, I am sharing the index here with you all. Previous index. So look at here, this was your previous index, which is exercise number 1.1, question number 3, bit number 3 and 8, plus question number 4, bit number 2 and 8. 3 and 8 and 2 and 8. Now today's index is exercise number 1.1, question number 5, bit number 4, 6 and 8. Question number 5, bit number 4, 6 and 8. Thank you, Alina. Now you may start your work. You may start your work. Everyone, please start your work. I'm going to check your work. How will you do? And please turn on your videos. Everyone, turn your videos on. How will you do? First, you will write down. First, you will write down question number 5. Very good. Now start your work. Write down question number 5 from page number 7. Question number 5. Sort out the finite set. Open page number 7. Open page number 7. Everyone, please turn your videos on. Question number 7. Copy down question number 7. Hurry up. Sort out the finite, infinite, and empty set. Everyone. Question number 5. Very good, Ajwa. Okay, Abdullah Irfan, just a minute. I'm going to show you the index. Abdullah Irfan, kindly copy down. Hurry up. This is the index. Now, copy down bit number. After copy down question number 5, copy down bit number 4. Now, which is your bit number 4? Your bit number 4 is B is equals to A, B, C, and dot, dot, dot. Copy down bit number 4. Very good, Ajwa. Please do it fast. We have to do the definitions also. Very good. ABC dot 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 Z. Now, please tell me which set is this? Finite set and infinite set. Which set is this? This is not. Hmm? Which set is this? Is this a finite set or infinite set? As you can see here, no Ajwa, no Alina, Alina, no Alina, beta. This is a finite set. As you can see here, you have the elements starting from A and then the set will end at point Z. So can you count the alphabets? Yes, you can count the alphabets now. A to Z. Okay, so that's why this is a finite set. Okay, this is a finite set. Simply write it down. Simply write down the answer equals to with equals to finite set, just like this one. Raja, please correct the spelling of finite. Fini. Raja is one. Fini. Write down the answer. No need to make brackets and nothing. Beta, please share your videos. Okay, Ajwa, kindly write down the answer. This is a finite set. Okay, Yusera, just a minute. Yusera, where is your video? Okay, Yusera. Very good. Very good, Yusera. B is equals to finite set. Set of multiples of 5 are infinite. Very good, Yusera. Very good. One can see that from set, if we will talk about the bit number 4 is B is equals to A, B, C, dot, 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 Z. Okay. It means you can, okay, Hafsa. Okay, so bit number 4 is a finite set. Why it's a finite set? Because you can count the members. Okay, number 6 is set of multiples of 5. So set of multiples of 5 means you cannot count how many multiples of 5 are there. So you will say that this is an infinite set. And number 8 is set of all whole numbers less than 0, means you have all the whole numbers but they are less than 0, so that will be the empty set. Very good. Very good. Everyone can see here. I hope all of you have done. If you have done so, please write it down in the chat box. Please write it down in the chat box. 8 is an empty set because 0 whole numbers start from 0. Okay, Abbas says done, Alina says done, Soha says done. Very good. What about other? Okay. Okay, Mariam. Just a minute. I'm going to check others' answers as well. Iman Hasham, you are still doing and you have just started your work. That's not good. Okay, Aiza Salman says done. Very good. Very good, Alina Salman. Beta, this is an empty set. Why 8 is an empty set? Because whole numbers start from 0 and less than 0, there is no whole number. So you cannot find any elements now. So you will say that this is an empty set. Okay, now I'm going to share the definitions with you all. So now move on to the next page. Everyone move on to the next page. Start from a new page. How will you start it? Look at here. First write down the date here, then write down the heading of definitions, and then write here classwork. This is the classwork. Write down date here. Simply write down the heading of definitions. Okay. It's okay, Hafsa. We will continue it tomorrow. Please do not tell me the time, that how much time is left. It's not your duty. Okay, Betty? It's not your duty. I know how much time is left. So I will manage it. Okay. If some work is left, so we will continue it tomorrow. It's okay. Is it clear? Now, everyone, please write down the heading of subset and superset. Write down the heading of subset and superset. Everyone, please write down the heading of subset and superset. Now, let's start with blue pen. Now, copy down this definition. What is the definition? For two sets. How will you write? For two sets A and B, capital A and capital B. For two sets A and B, if every element of A is also an element of B, and then A is the subset of B. Copy down. Then, should we move on to the next one? After that, for example, A is equals to ABCD and B is equals to ABCD also. How many of you have done this? Okay, students, just copy it here. Copy this one and we will continue the work from here tomorrow. Okay, so please make sure you take the class, or you will take the class of tomorrow as well. Okay. I hope all of you have done this, and we will continue our work tomorrow from the same page. We will continue the work tomorrow from the with the same page. Okay, now I'm going to end the session here. Very good. Now, okay, we will do this work tomorrow. And if you want to ask any questions, so please ask.